The biggest lesson I've learned is that you have no idea who's going to come into your life and who's going to leave. So love those that are here, be grateful for new bonds, and appreciate the lessons that you learned from those that moved on. We have an idea of the type of people we want in our lives, but we attract people not based on what we want, but based on our values. And our values are often so unconscious and hidden away from us that we don't recognize who we're attracting into our life. So we think we want people that are positive, successful, whatever it may be that you're looking for, but we don't realize that our values is what deeply, unconsciously, in between the lines is attracting that energy into our lives. And the truth is that everyone changes, and often we criticize people for changing or judge people for changing, not realizing that change is one of the best things that can happen. And we'll always judge people for changing if we're not changing ourselves. We'll judge people for growing if we're not growing ourselves. And that's why the quality of all our relationships is based on the quality of relationship we have with ourselves. When we're happy and satisfied in the self, we're able to create those powerful relationships with others. When we're focused and understand our own self-worth and have gained our own level of significance, we no longer seek it in others. We'll always try and find others to fill our gaps as long as we don't fill our voids ourselves. And that will drain people. It will take away energy from them. No one wants to be your gap filler. No one wants to fill your holes in your life. No one wants to be that person that you completely drain and depend on and cause a strain on through that pressure. People want to be in relationships where you're both enhancing each other, where you're both uplifting each other, where you're both helping each other grow. That's what creates a sustainable relationship. And of course, relationships are not perfect. There'll be times when one person is carrying the other and the other person is carrying the other, and people will swap roles. But you know in the back of your mind that the other person has the ability to do that. You trust that they have the ability to do that. And so when you don't know who's coming into your life and who's going to leave, recognize that everyone has a different role. Stop trying to get the cast of characters in your life to play the same role. When you watch a movie, no one plays the same role. There's no one person that plays every role. It's not that type of movie. You need people in your life playing different roles, bringing different qualities, bringing different values, and bringing different lessons.